Hello fellow duelists, this is Shadow of the Moon and welcome back to another updated deck profile of my famous Blackwing deck for July of 2023. So I am so excited. Shanga's in this deck. I have a lot of really good different combos that I'm going to be showing you and showcasing you throughout this month since it is my birthday month. And I just want to first give a shout out and say thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed, everybody who just watches my video. Thank you so much. You rock. Without you, I would just be some guy randomly behind a camera just talking to himself and not really expecting anything. It blows my mind. At the recording of this video, I have 415 subscribers. That's amazing, and I'm just really humbled and just honored because I never thought I would ever get that many people to watch my videos. So just thank you again for just always watching my videos, and I'm really excited to be showcasing this. So with that, I'm also going to be having a quick announcement. Since it is my birthday month this month in July, I thought that I would do every week I was going to be showing you a new combo, showing you different combos such as how to use Gin Buster, how to use Arc Rebellion going second, how to set up your famous Caluga board, and lastly, how to kind of mix a little bit of everything into one. I am still formulating my idea, so just, bear with me and everything. I also did change a few things around in this deck to make it a little bit more fun, and I am going to be showcasing my extra deck. Now, keep in mind, I know as of right now, Bestials are very big in the format. I, however, am not using the Bestials because I don't play tournaments. I just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Pro and play with my wife, and this is meant to be more of a fun version of the deck, but still being able to use Caluga. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into the deck profile, my fellow Blackwing players. Alright, so obviously 3 Simoon. You guys all know what this does by now. Simoon, you reveal Simoon from your hand, banish a Blackwing monster, and then automatically play Black Whirlwind directly from your deck. And then from there, you're going to activate its effect to summon it, and then you're going to search your deck and continue with the combo. This is the main card. Everything in here 3 of is always going to be in here 3 of until, otherwise, because it's all very, very important in the deck. And then obviously 3 Shamal the Sandstorm. 3 Shamal is the perfect number. This is how you're going to search out for your Black Feather Whirlwind. And then also, when this card is in the graveyard, you can also banish this card to add a card from your deck to your hand. So that's very consistent and very good to be able to add cards like Chinook, be able to add like Hamart in the Dust, or any card from your deck to your hand to just be able to go on into your plays. It is absolutely amazing. And then we have obviously 3 Sudris. This guy is also the bread and butter of the deck. When this card is normal summoned, you can add a Blackwing monster or a Blackwing card that mentions Blackwing Dragon from your deck to your hand. So if you combine that with your Black Whirlwind, that's double search. And that's how a lot of these cards are going to be set up, because you're going to be using this. You're going to be searching for Vata, with Black Whirlwind, and then you're going to be searching for Shamal with him, and then so on and so forth, or your Black Feather Whirlwind to go into your combos. And then we have, speaking of Vata, 3 Vatas. Vata is a crazy card. So basically, Vata is you special summon this card if you control face a Blackwing monster. You tribute this, and then you send cards from your deck to the graveyard that equal the number for your Blackwing Dragon. So you would send Zephyros the Elite, and then a level 2, and him for a level 8 Blackwing Dragon, and then from there your combo just constantly begins to pop off. This card is absolutely amazing. Also with Sudri's effect, I didn't mention it, if you need to go a different route, you can actually tribute a Blackwing monster to create a level 2 tuner token, and from there that's going to help you if you need to build your field. But just remember, with your using that effect, you are locked into synchro only monsters. That's why it's actually kind of better to use the synchro version of the deck if you're wanting to use that effect, but you can still use it for this one. And then obviously 1 Zephyros the Elite. I always have to have 1 Zephyros in the Elite. I would love to play more, but unfortunately 1 right now is the best amount. Gale is not a continuous, or it's not a hard once per turn, or even a soft once per turn. It's literally just you special summon this card if you control face a Blackwing monster. So if this gets sent back to the hand by some chance, you can special summon it again if you still control a Blackwing monster. And this cuts a monster's opponent's attack and defense in half. And then you've got your Steam the Cloak. I'm so glad this card is unbanned. You can have up to 3, but still 3 is still probably the best number right now because you don't want to get clogged. However, if you do have Simoon and Steam, you can still go full combo with this card. If you have Simoon and Steam, you can still end on a board that's still, or field that's very, very good, even without using that. You just have to be a little creative, and I will actually be showing you that. That will be one of the combos that I show you. Alright, so then we have Hamart in the Dust. this copies the level of a Blackwing monster and adds it to its own. So if you have a level 3, it makes it a level 5, and then you would use that in Gale to go into a level 8 synchro. And then the boy himself, Blackwing Shanga the Waning Moon. Alright, so this guy, I'm going to explain exactly what he does. So, if you control a 2000 or higher monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, okay? So also keep that in mind that when this card is in the graveyard, you can select, it's a quick effect, you can select a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. So the object is you're going to be destroying it when it's in your graveyard, but since it's a level 2 tuner, you can do a lot with this. This can go into a level 6. You can even use this to go into Jin Buster, using just this card and another level 2, which is like a Martin the Desert Vata. So it is crazy good. I would play 1 though, because you don't want to overclog the deck a little bit too much, and it does have that limited ability to only special summon itself if you control a level or like a 2000 or higher attack monster. So you want to make sure that you do not, only put 1 in the deck for that exact reason. And then we've got 1 Chinook. Chinook is kind of like your specialized Blackwing trap. Sorry. I love that we have this guy. I love Chinook. It's a great card. You just send a Blackwing monster from your extra deck to the graveyard to select the face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field, negate its effects, and drop it by 700 points. And then you've got your tech cards, Raider's Wing, Noctovision Dragon. I'm still using Noctovision because with this deck, it allows you to search everything because of it having 0 attack. And I'm going to show you. It allows you to search all the hand traps that you have in this deck. Raider's Wing obviously is going to be in for the Kali Yuga combo. And then you've got 3 Ash Blossom of Joyous Spring. This is mandatory kind of by now. You can swap this out for Ghost Ogre, Droll and Lockbird, any other hand trap that you want, or a Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion, whatever you choose. But I'm just using this because it's like pretty much the standard on the deck at this point is always having your Ash Blossom. And then for my tech card, 3 Effect Veilers. So this is going to allow you to actually negate your opponent's monster effect if it's their turn. This is a good going second card. And I wanted to use this over the Bestials. Yes, I know you can still use Bestials if you want, but Bestials can't really be searched as efficiently as Effect Veiler and like Ash Blossom using Noctovision Dragon. And also Noctovision Dragon, it being a level 7, if you control a Dark Dragon monster, you can special summon it from your hand. So if by some chance you do need another level 7 to go into Kali Yuga, he is an extra point to be able to do that. Alright, and then that's it for the monsters. Let's move on to the spells and traps. So first, obviously, 3 Black Whirlwinds. This is all mandatory. You always have to run 3 Black Whirlwinds. This allows you to really combo off and special summon like crazy, add cards from your deck to your hand, and that's mainly what it's in there for. You want to be able to keep adding cards from your deck to your hand using this effect. So the combo would be Simoon, discard a Blackwing monster, add Black Whirlwind from your deck to the field, and then activate Simoon's effect to normal summon it, search, and then you're going to search for Sudri, activate normal summon Sudri, activate Whirlwind's effect to search for another monster, and then Sudri's effect will search for it. So I mean, it's just nuts. So then we've got 3 copies of your Black Feather Whirlwind. I did knock this up to 3 because I did take out Twin Shadow. Twin Shadow is actually going to be in the extra deck. I wanted to use 3 of these because more players, especially players who are going up against Blackwings, are actually figuring out the combo line because more players are playing Blackwings, which I do love, and I'm really glad that they are. That's awesome. I love to see that, like that honesty and just like that love for Blackwings. But at the same time, you need to be able to have this in case you need to be able to search, because this plus Vata equals Kali Yuga. This plus, whatever, it can be Kali Yuga. So mainly this is the card that you do want to see. So even in the event that they negate you, they use your Dimension Shifter, you can still, if you can search for this, you get this, you'll be good to go as long as you have this, alright? Even with Droll and Lockbird, you don't really worry about that as much, because as long as you have this, or Chinook or whatever, in your hand or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're not adding cards from your deck to your hand anyways, but I run 3 because I do like the consistency of 3. It works a lot better now. And then 3 Small World. This is obviously your bridge. Noctovision Dragon plus a hand trap equals whatever Blackwing that you want, or whatever hand trap that you want. And then 3 Lower Darkness. Yes, I'm still poor. Still trying to get that Pot of Prosperity. Hopefully with the new 25th Anniversary tins coming out later this year, I can pull a Pot of Prosperity. I'm wanting to get one before, but if I'm not, that's alright. I'll just go for that then. So, and then lastly, you've got your rank up for your Kali Yuga, and then Call by the Grave, because 1 is still very important. If you want to choose Twin Shadow, you can definitely swap that out for Twin Shadow and put Call by the Grave in here. Alright, so that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. Let's move on to the extra deck. So, first off, 2 Assault Blackwing Dragons and 1 Blackwing Dragon. So, for the most part, this extra deck hasn't really been touched except for 1 change that I have, because it's too perfect. It works too well, and I'm just enjoying using this formula, because even if you're going second, you can still go into this and then like your full armor master, and then from there, you know, you at least have burn damage for 1400, and then your full armor master is indestructible. So that's why I have that in there. And then obviously we've got one full armor master. This guy is crazy. It's indestructible. Is unaffected by card effects. It's a 3K beater. Obviously, it's perfect for the Blackwing deck. And then for your level 7s, you've got your Blackwing Armor Master, and you've got your Obsidian. Yes, you can have Raikir in here if you want. Once again, like I've said in my video, this card is never being taken out of my deck. I love this card to pieces. I love this is also the original Crimson Crisis one, ultra rare, first edition. Never going to take it out. I've had this card literally for the past, I think, 12, almost 11 or 12 years now. So yeah, I'm never going to take it out because it's my favorite card of all time. So. Alright, and then you've got, oh, and then for this, I know I was rambling for that. So Obsidian is great because this is going to allow you to special summon your Borestorm the Wicked Wind back from your graveyard, and then from there, and using a Steam token, will go into Armor Master, and then you overlay these 2 level 7s to go into your Arsenal Falcon. And then you have your Notham to Starlight. This card is really good. It doesn't see as much play nowadays because a lot of people, you know, you're not going to be able to fully in the combo line, especially with how a lot of people are playing with all their hand traps and everything, because in this format, people are playing an absurd amount of hand traps. Yes, it's very fun because there's a lot of variety in the format right now, but at the same time, this card's not going to be played as often because by then they're going to have found some way to negate it, and you kind of want to just go through the bare minimum, the bare bones. You just want to be able to get Kalyuga and your Borreload Savage Dragon. That's pretty much the main cards, and your Salt Blackwing Dragon. So then you got your Borestorm the Wicked Wind. This allows you to send a Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard, and it makes its level the level the monster sent. So you're going to be using this to send Steam. And then you've got your Borreload Savage Dragon for your Omni Negate. And then for the tech card, okay, so I don't have Draco Berserker in this deck. I chose to go with something different. So I'm going to let you guess, and you got 5 seconds, and then I will reveal it. So, all right. It's going to be Beelzebub, King of the Beelzebub of the Diabolic Dragon. So, why am I playing this card? Simple. Because this card cannot be destroyed by battle, and this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So, if they attack into it, they're not gonna be able to be destroyed by battle, and this monster is gonna gain attack equal to the damage that was inflicted. So if they do like 500, it's gonna gain that. If they lose 1,000, it's gonna gain that. If they use Access Code Talker and they have like 53,000 or whatever, or 5,300, it's gonna gain that amount, gain the amount of it being attacked. So this is a very good tech card. I love Drake. Love using this. Draco Berserker, I do like using that, don't get me wrong. If you still want to use that, that's fine. This is just more of a fun tech card that I wanted to add in here because it is really cool, and I love being able to use it. I mean, when you take battle damage and attack evolving the card, I mean, you get, you know, from the opponent's card effect, it gains attack equal to the damage that you took. I mean, so by the card effect, whatever, if it does burn damage, it's going to gain that effect. So, I mean, it's a lot of fun. So, I mean, so granted, I apologize. It's not when it gets attacked, it's just if it gets done by card effect, but it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects anyway. So, I mean, it's a 3K, they can't be destroyed by battle and destroyed by card effects, whereas, you know, Draco Berserker can still be destroyed by card effects, it can be destroyed by battle. So, alright, so then you've got your Kalyuga build, you got your Arsenal Falcon, you've got your Kalyuga. This is instant OTK, this is instant lock. Most of the people will drop that handshake as soon as they see this because they know that there's no way to really play around it. There is, you know, you easily can if you know what you're doing and stuff, but this is still one of the best cards in this deck. And then you've got your Link monsters. So I am still using this because there has been situations, especially in WiGo Pro, where they've actually gotten to where I've actually either drawn a combo piece and have no way to go around except using this, or they've gotten me to a point where I've actually had to go a different route to make sure that they didn't get rid of it, and then go from this to special summon Arsenal Falcon with the rank up, and then that's pretty much all you have, but it's still enough to be able to at least win. And then you've got your Phantom Knights. This is going to help out for your Raiders Wing. And then you've got your Y-Strix. This searches out for your level 4, and then also can give you rank up if you want to go that route, if you have to. Alright, so that's going to be it for the deck. Now let's move on to the side deck. So some of these choices are going to be a little bit different, but this is just what I choose. You've got 3 Nibiru, Nibs. Obviously, you have to have Nibs. In this format, it's pretty combo heavy. 3 Drawn Lockbirds, because believe it or not, a lot of duelists are saying that this card isn't that good anymore. I actually have to disagree. I'm still playing this card quite a bit, and when I'm testing with it against other players and stuff, and then actually it's still working because a lot of people are using their decks. They have to search. They're searching all the time. So if you use this, this is going to stop them dead in their tracks. obviously, for obvious reasons, you got your Dark Roller No More. This is a good going second card. Shuts off your opponent's build, especially Kashtira. Kashtira cannot do anything with this deck, with this card, because they can't negate it. Alright, and then you've got 3 evenly matched, for obviously reasons. If you do need this card, this kind of and makes it to where at the end of the battle phase, if you control no cards, they have to get rid of everything in their hand, or if you control 1, then they have to get rid of everything but 1. And then these next 3 cards are my personal choice. So, Raiders Wing, or Raiders Knight, Arc Rebellion, and Twin Shadow. So, I thought about it for the longest time. First off, Twin Shadow, I wanted to add this card in the deck because in case I really do want to use it, it's still a very good card. Most players have already brushed it off and dismissed it. It's still a very viable card, and it still works quite well, and I actually love using it because being able to, if you control 2 Blackwing monsters, you can, at least 2, you can actually activate this card from your hand, and then you can Synchro Summon from your, Synchro Summon a Blackwing monster from your extra deck by shuffling the 2 cards back from your deck or extra deck. So it's a good way to be able to kind of get an extra play in, and I just love being able to use it. That's why it's in my side deck. And then you've got your Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion. It's a shame that we are not able to use this as Blackwing players. I'm going to actually be showing you a video showing you how to use it by going second, but it requires much more setup, and the reason why I'm not using that, or like Gin Buster, is because the risk is not worth the reward as much. It's just, it's not as consistent. If you get hand trapped or whatever, there goes your going second because you're focusing on getting this guy out. And ironically, getting 2 level 4s may be easy, but you're playing around your opponent's spells and traps. And if you're going second, obviously by then they've already set up an amazing field, and they're just going to get ready to OTK you. But I wanted to add this in here because I still, especially going second, this is a good surprise card, and I love using these 2 cards. These guys are amazing. I love using them. All right, so that's going to be it for this deck profile. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching it. I'm going to actually be showcasing some combos throughout this month to kind of show you what you Blackwing players may need to know, and I'm sure you are very familiar with some of these combos, but if you aren't, this is a great way to be able to learn some of them, and it's just stuff that I know how to do by now, and it's taken me a long time to do it, but you know, practice makes perfect, and unfortunately, it does take a while for some of these combos because there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about being able to show off this deck to its full capability. I love Blackwings, and I'm always going to be playing Blackwings. I mean, I've got both my field centers right here, as you can see. This is really cool. And then even on top of it, I've got my Steam token that I did buy off of Etsy. So, alright, so that's going to be it for this deck profile. Thank you so much for watching it. You guys rock. Thank you always, once again, for always viewing my content and just always commenting and just, showing some love. So, thank you very much. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Later.